Hey everybody, John here, host of Mgtow is Freedom. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Thank you for the sponsors that have found me on PayPal and found me on Patreon. Give this video, give all Mgtow videos a thumbs up on all channels, because all video makers are doing their best to talk about a subject that we're passionate about. And so I think that this should be spread as far and wide as we can. Right now, YouTube is attacking going after anything that has the word woman or feminist in the title. They removed several more of my videos today. I think, is it 2 or 3 now today? I can't remember, but there's a little stack of them. They said, "No, we're sorry there, fella, but we're just going to fuck you." All right. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But this gentleman that sent me this story, it's got both the subject, which is instant gratification, self-gratification. It's kind of how I want to talk about it, as well as his own personal story, kind of his own nightmare from hell. But once again, you guys, when you're younger and you catch on to what's going on, you save yourself the long-term suffering, right? The long-term expense. So let's start out with his story, and then I'll get into the subject matter of self or instant gratification. Okay. As to how I ended up, did I say his name? His name is Arash, or Arash, and his last name T. Thank you, brother, very much. Thank you. All right, he says, as to how I ended up going Mgtow, long story short, I had someone that I could say was compatible with me in hobbies, humor, etc. And she gave me hope that a strong family could be made. We maintained this friendship for about 5 years and finally moved to a more intimate relationship. But eventually the cracks started to appear, and I noticed that, like your divorce, all the behaviors were parallel, and it broke me. All it took was one mistake to make her feel bad, and she went off to seek the attention from her lineup of friends. And he's referring to all of the Facebook and Snapchat type friends that women collect. We'll get into more on that in a bit here. But she went to seek attention from her lineup of friends, and the aforementioned friends that validate ruining someone's heart, meaning everyone, validate. When people do that, they see someone else's hurt, and they go about encouraging them, hurting themselves and hurting others, and then they all feel good about themselves. They validate each other's stupidity. These idiot feminist bitches. I told this bitch I loved her, and I even provided help with her struggles, and she had the audacity to fuck me over. I never wanted this horrible struggle of power between us. This Machiavellian mindset was a fear from corporations and strangers that I wanted to avoid with someone whom I wanted to trust with all of my heart. That day I lost hope in all women, or at least 99.99% of them. I have the penis these cunts can't commit. Semper Fi, my friend, and thank you for all the service you're doing for men. Very nice letter. But he started out by saying, John, thank you so much for straight-talking us in the Mgtow world. Without your experience and knowledge, I wouldn't have nearly as much self-respect as I do now. I'd say that you should cover social media, especially Snapchat and Instagram, etc., and how they poison the minds of women with instant gratification friends that promote the narcissistic behavior and eventual disgusting acts of infidelity, especially Snapchat, and how those messages are temporary for the sake of covering up the acts they know are disgusting and will maintain a ground of plausible deniability to use against you. Okay, so he's talking about instant gratification. And this is a huge problem with these narcissistic bitches. They want to be accepted. They want attention, right? They're attention whores, and I understand the need to be accepted. But the way they go about doing it is kind of a herd mentality. And the strongest in the herd of feminists is the one who usually dominates. What I see with this scenario or this system is they go to the lowest common denominator. And this can happen with men, it happens with dogs, whatever, right? One goofs off, they all goof off. Pretty soon it's a fucking chaos party. But women do this with each other. right? They get together and form these little groups, and one of them's got an idea, and if she's the dominant, she'll take them all down, right? But it's the instant gratification that women get through things like Facebook, Snapchat. Those are two that I just can't stand personally. But they get instant gratification. All they have to do is post a selfie, and they've got people telling them how good they are. And they use that for the purposes of validation. And I also have to say that they use it for the purpose of finding other men. When my wife decided she was going to start fucking around, she removed her off of her Facebook. And she talked about her and her boys, my sons, as if I was a deadbeat dad, as if I had died somewhere, as if she got a sperm donation. It was completely off the fucking hook. And I questioned her about it. I said, you don't even have your fucking marital status on here. Right? I'm totally gone. And she goes, oh no, there's a picture of you in there somewhere. And she went and put in a picture of me from the strongman contest in there. But it was buried inside. But the whole presentation, and this was pointed out to me by a unicorn. She goes, oh my God, it looks like your wife is single. And I was like, what? You know, I went and looked. I was like, holy shit, couldn't believe it. But everywhere in there, right, she would post pictures of herself, feeling good about all the things she was doing in her single life. And her friends, Facebook friends, would come on and compliment her and encourage her to keep doing things like that. And so she was getting, essentially, positive reinforcement for negative behavior. Positive reinforcement for negative behavior. I mean, if you think about that, it is incredibly destructive, because they start doing things, women do, as Arash pointed out, they start doing things because they want that instant gratification, that feeling that someone else sees what they're doing and accepts it, except they're behaving in reprehensible ways, flashing their titties on Snapchat and other things, right? And those just disappear. They come on and disappear, even though men and women know that they can capture those images. But they want that instant gratification. And when they're doing something wrong and they get encouragement from other women, from other feminist bitches and feminist whores, right? They start encouraging each other. And maybe they don't even see it. Maybe they don't understand it, but that's a testament to their stupidity, in my opinion. Right? It's kind of like when I've seen these videos of women that go to bachelorette parties, and there's some dancing bears there, and they just love sucking cock off of some strange guy, you know. That's totally traditional male behavior. But these are supposed to be women. They're supposed to be feminine, soft, beautiful. But no, they're pretending to be men, and they do, you know, basically disgusting, vile acts. Right? And they see each other doing it, and they encourage each other. They cheer, they clap, and now they all have blackmail on each other. You know, it's this vicious cycle of stupidity. Now, going back to my ex-wife's Facebook, I saw that she had posted some pictures of her and a horse on a trail, and she was going on a trail ride. So I commented on there. I thought, well, maybe she feels I don't participate in her life enough this way, because I hate social media. So I started commenting on there. And what did she do? She erased my comment. She deleted it. She didn't unfriend me, but she deleted the comments because she didn't want me on there. She didn't want her other friends, right, seeing that. Right? That wouldn't have got her the attention she wanted. People might have said, "Oh, your husband's such a good man, you know. Oh, he supports you." She couldn't have that. See, she wanted it to appear that everything she had, she earned, and that her life was hers alone, and that there was no one else responsible for it. And that she was also shopping for a man using this, right? She had many, many, many Facebook friends that were men. And so when we talk about the instant gratification, they get instant validation. And when they're doing something wrong, like hanging out at a party somewhere they're not supposed to be, Snapchatting someone, or in my case, I was erased out of her life. It was wrong. She was posting it, acting like it, and getting the attention she wanted, the validation she desired. And she was getting positive encouragement while committing negative behavior. And the other thing is this concept of self-gratification. In a relationship, you're supposed to be pleased and cared for by your partner. Men please the women by taking care of them. Women please the men by blowjobs and sandwiches. Simple math, right? Simple fucking math. When women get instant gratification, they don't have to do anything to earn it. Right? If I want a paycheck, I've got to fucking earn it. If I want someone to say good job, I got to earn it.